All right, it's a broadcast of the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by the E Nation. It is me, the Black Knight, going to talk about being pro black and being proud of it. It seems to me that a lot of black people don't want to be black. I'm cool with that. Just don't try to make me feel the same way you feel about black people because I don't. I'm not a sellout. And I tell you, man, a lot of backstabbing going on here on YouTube. We're going to talk about that too. So without further ado, we're going to get on with the show. All right, Dane Drop. Let's Gangsta Talk. All right, all right, all right. It is Gangster Talk. I am the Black Knight, and by my side, as always, the Lady Knight herself, Miss Dame Frankie. How you doing, Miss Frankie?
I'm doing good.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, y'all, we're gonna get on into it. We had a little bit of a snafu last night on Ladies Night. We want to clear up. Excuse me. But I want to talk about this pro-black thing. Okay, there's a lot of black people on YouTube, social media that has completely sold out. All right, and I understand that. You know, many of you have given up on black people. You have sold out your people. Okay, but I haven't, and neither has Dame. We have not given up on black people, and we will never sell black people out. Now, here's the problem. We've been opening up our platform to different people, trying to give people a voice, letting people know that we're willing to have the conversation. Okay. We can have our difference of opinion as long as you respect the space. But the problem is some black folk don't care anything about respecting the space. And that's where we're starting to have issues. Okay. It seems that I keep getting stabbed in the back whenever I trust somebody black on social media, with the exception of Miss Dane Frankie and maybe one or two others. Okay, but keep getting stabbed in the back. And when somebody does something crazy, they tend to pretend. They tend to pretend that they didn't do it, like somebody else did it, or perhaps you did it. Okay. Now we are a pro-black channel, and everybody that knows us know that we are super pro-black. Okay, especially me, very very pro-black. Now if you know me, I would never promote swirling on my channel. We would never do that. We don't promote swirling. Me and the Dane, we are 100% against swirling. And we definitely don't promote white people on this channel. So some black people don't have a problem with white folks. And we understand that. We understand that. If you don't have a problem, if white people are your friend and you grew up with them and you cool with all that, that's on you. But here's where we have a problem. You think that we think the same way as you do, and we don't. That's where we're having a problem at. And so, you see, it's my fault. I'm too trusting of black folks. I got to fall back on my trust. So I keep getting stabbed in the back whenever I trust somebody black on here. Now, that's not saying that, I hate my people. I would never say that. But I got to fall back because the people who have tried to do me in, the people who have hurt my platform, the people who have come for me have all been black. There hasn't been anybody of any other race. They have all been black. People who've been trying to tear me down, people who try to use my platform for their own personal gain, have all been black, have never respected my platform. And I know that some people have a hidden agenda when they come over here, but I don't say nothing because I want to see if they're going to change. I want to see if we can get into the conversation and they can change. We already did that to one person who came over here who had an agenda, but we ended up talking and got to know each other, and now we're cool. And he comes over here all the time. Okay? And so, but some people have a hidden agenda and they don't respect this space. They don't respect me. They don't respect them, and they don't respect being pro-black. Well, if that's the case, then you need to stay out of here. Don't come up here and show us that you don't respect pro-blackness, because that's not going to jive over here. Now, it seems to me like I've been stabbed in the back on social media more than I've ever been stabbed in the back in real life. I mean, I've never been stabbed in the back so many times in real life like I have here on social media. Never. And here's the thing: I understand now that it's not this space. People keep saying it's this space. Yeah, it's the people in the space. You got some really bad people in this space. Now, because I trusted somebody, I was put in a position last night to where I did something that I would normally never do. Right, because I trusted someone, and that person didn't seem to didn't care a goddamn about what it meant to this platform, and that's what I mean by not being able to trust black people. Okay, and people having their own hidden agendas when they come on this channel. They have their own agenda. Now, I understand that a lot of people hate me, right? A lot of people don't like me because I'm pro-black. That's unfortunate, but that's cool because I don't like a lot of people either. But you see, the difference between me and them, I don't go on their platforms promoting my own agenda and going against what they're doing on their platform. That's disrespectful. But I have people coming to my platform, not giving a damn about what my platform stands for, and want to promote their own ways, their own selfish ways, not give a fuck about how me and Dane feel about it. That's what I felt last night. I felt that this person was selfish and wanted to promote her own ways and not care anything about what we're doing. We are pro black. We don't promote swirling on this channel. Now, we did make ladies' night last night private because we're cutting out the situation to where the swirling couple was on. But this goes to show you how everybody black that I've dealt with, just about, I would say, at a 90% range, have done me wrong, have done something slick to me, have done something effed up, stabbed me in the back. So I'm just gonna fall back on my trust from now on. Okay, I try to help my people. I try to get along with my people. I'm never gonna stop being for my people. But I realize that there's some blacks on here I can't jive with. I'm gonna have to fall back and I'm gonna have to stop messing with certain black people. You know, I gotta stop messing with certain black people. And you conservatives, I will never ever be a conservative. Okay, I'm a black man. What reason do I have to be a conservative for? I would never, ever, ever in my life be a conservative. I'm not a Democrat either. I'm not. I'm neither party. I'm not a Democrat, Republican, none of it. Now, if y'all want to think that there's something good that's going to come from either party, you can go right on and think that. It's a free world. You can think whatever you want to think, but don't expect me to think the same way. Respect the way I feel about the situation. See, the difference between me and a lot of people on here, I can respect your stance. I may not agree with it. Now, there's some stance I don't respect. Like if you're a pedo or something like that, I don't respect that. If you're a rapist, I don't respect that. If you're an abuser, you abuse women and children, I don't respect that. So there are things I don't respect. But if you are a conservative or whatever, you screwed up in the head, hey, that's you. I can respect that. I can, you know, it's not me, but don't expect me to agree with you. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a sellout. I don't sell my people out. I don't hate black women. I'm not a conservative. Okay. And all that people saying, well, I don't have a problem with white people. No, well, I do. I do have a problem with white folks. And what gets me is the people who don't have a problem with white folks don't respect the fact that I do have a problem with white folks. And so they try to drown me out by doing what they want to do on my channel, thinking that they can just get away with just boldly disrespecting me like that. Okay. Yeah, Kev. I don't know what coast it is, but my thing is, I stand for something in my mind and in my heart. I stand for something. And I understand a lot of you don't. Okay, a lot of you don't want to be black. A lot of you have sold out. You've sold your souls. You've sold your people out. Okay, we got people talking about they cool with Candace Owens. They don't have. I don't understand how can anybody be cool with Candace Owens, any black woman. But you got some black people who don't have a problem with her, and you got some black people. No matter what is going on, they are blind to what's being done to black people. I don't care what you tell them. They just won't listen to anything. They just won't listen to anything. They're gonna stay with that BS rhetoric that you can pull yourself up by your bootstraps. There ain't nothing really wrong with black folks except black folk. Okay? Now I'm not saying that black folks should lay down and not do anything for themselves. Of course you wanna get up and do something for yourself. But let's not act like there are no things being done to stop black people from progressing. Because there is. Even right now, there are active things to stop black people from progressing. The feminization of black boys is one of them, and that's being perpetuated by mostly black men. That's threatening to stop black people from progressing. And we can go on and on and on. And these sellouts, that's stopping black people from progressing. Selling out. Okay? Now, my thing is, why come on my channel, Pro Black channel, and bother me with the shit? I'm over here minding my own business, being pro black, being happy, being black, and you come over here with swirling shit. You come over here with how much you like, how much you love white people, and all this other sellout shit. Like I'm supposed to be cool with it. Like I'm supposed to be on some wow. That's some. I mean, I'm not built like that, y'all. I'm not a swirler. I don't believe in swirling. I don't like swirling. I don't hate black women. I'm not a conservative. And I'm not a sellout. Neither is Dame. Dame isn't a swirler. She don't condone swirling. She's not a conservative. And she's not a sellout. That's why we roll together. We are pro-black. We do not promote black couples and white couples. Black and white couples, we don't promote that. And I most certainly wouldn't promote anything a white man is doing for black people. I don't promote that. But I have people who come on my channel who I try to respect, who I'm supposed to be cool with, don't respect me, nor do they respect this platform. And they don't respect what this platform stands for. And they think that they can just do whatever they want to do on this platform because that's the way they feel. and the hell with what we got going on over here. And I try to be nice to people. I can be vicious, but it'll just be black on black crime. So I try to refrain from all of that. Okay. I try to refrain from all of that. But some people push you and they think it's funny. I noticed that there's a large contingent of black people on here who think everything is funny. They think that what they do to other people on here is funny. Okay. But again, I understand that many of you have sold out. I get it. I've had some sellouts here on my panel. Okay. If you're gonna sell out, that's your problem. Don't expect me to sell out though. I don't have no listen, if you're a sellout and you come on my panel and you want to have a discussion, I got no problem talking to you. You're the one selling out, not me. I got no problem talking to you, but here's where the rubber meets the road. Don't expect me or Dame to be sellouts too. Now you want to be, a sellout all to yourself, and say them crazy talking points. That's fine because we debunk all them talking points anyway. We don't have a problem debunking those talking points. Okay, but don't expect me and Dame to accept the fact that you're a sellout and that you think we're sellouts too. That's where the rubber meets the road. Now, you got a bunch of black people on here that suffer from mental illness. They do some of the craziest shit. You got some fool running around here who's a failed academic. And his job on YouTube is to get on people's panels and tell them how stupid they are and how much smarter he is than everyone else. What kind of life is that? What do you? What you don't have anything? I can play. I can play a bingo game and have more fun than that. Seriously, I can open up a wrapper of a stick of gum and have more fun than that. What kind of miserable existence is that? A failed academic who's gone to a prestigious college, graduated, but for some reason it's a failed academic, but wants to come online with a $1 billion lexicon of words, 2,500 handles and all, right? And just beat people down with long-winded soliloquies about nothing, and then tell other people that they're stupid and that he's the smartest of them all. What kind of existence is that? I mean, what do you do? What kind of person does that? You know, I gotta give y'all credit. I give you a lot of credit. You have turned me into a psychology major. I'm majoring now in psychology. What college? The internet. I am now studying psychology because you guys have driven me to study psychology because I need to recognize the many different mental issues that I've faced with dealing with a lot of you. Think about that for a second. You got a fool that's on YouTube who graduated from a prestigious college, who was a failed academic in life, jumps on panel and panel, arguing and fight with people just to tell them how stupid they are. and how much smarter he is. Like that actually means something in the grand scheme of things. Like that's supposed to move the needle in somebody's life. Like that's supposed to change something. Like that's some kind of revolution. Like that's actually serious. Like that's a reality that we all follow somehow. Well, what kind of person is that? And then you have people on here who are so long-winded. This is what I don't understand. What is it with the long-winded stuff? How come people, once they start talking, they can't stop talking? Literally, people, black people I've run into here in this space who talk and continue to talk and continue to talk and continue to talk. And some of them will sit here and talk for 40 minutes straight without drawing a breath. And then if you say, hey, can I talk now? And they'll tell you you've already talked. Ain't that something? Talk for 40 minutes straight. You don't talk to the point where you are oblivious to what's actually going on outside of you talking, that you actually believe that someone else talked before you. What kind of mental fucked up shit is that? This is what I'm starting to read about psychology. I need to figure out what kind of mental issue that is. Because obviously that's some kind of mental issue too. How the hell you talk for 40, 50 minutes and nobody said a word edgewise but you actually think somebody talked? I mean, are you hearing voices in your head while you're talking? Have you talked so long that there are voices in your head telling you to shut the fuck up? Is that what you heard? You thought somebody else talked? I mean, some of you, and check this out. I listen to a few people, right? Some of you got these brand names, okay? Couple of brand names. Just get on the mic and just won't get off. Go on for long periods of time. But here's the difference between these types of dudes. They're going for a long time. I don't know, 40 minutes, 50, 55 minutes, going for a long time, right? Then if you want to get a word in, they'll let you get a word in. It won't be too many words though, but they'll let you get a word in and then turn around and talk you out of the conversation and go back to talking for a long period of time. I've never ever seen that. I've never experienced that before until I got on social media. Okay. Hold on one second, John.
All right. Long-winded people. Hello, Kevin 504, Brianna. Good to see y'all. Yvette. Okay, a new person. Tampa Supreme. Tampa Supreme. As in Tampa Bay? Okay. Yeah, so do have some people there are long-winded. It's like, is it avalanche? I guess they never get the chance to talk so long that once they get it, they keep going and going, and they feel if they take a break even for air, that they're gonna get they won't get another chance to talk, which wouldn't be so bad if most of them would stick to the topic. hmm But since I'm guilty of storytelling, uh B. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. If they were
Well,
sticking,
storytelling is different. Storytelling, you're supposed to tell a story.
mhm.
But getting back to what I was saying, now, Dane, what kind of platform are we?
We're pro black woman.
Do do we promote swirling?
No, we don't promote swirling.
Hold on one second.
Yeah, we don't promote swirling. Not not black men with white women. Not black women with white men. Okay, well then you know how our channel is, Kev. So we don't promote swirling. If you swirl, and we have people on here who come up and swirl, let's keep your private life out of it, unless that happens to be the topic, and you're giving your input.
Yeah, I mean, if that's your private life, that's your private life. We don't have nothing to do with that. We don't want to promote that because
Mhm.
we're pro-black. Now, for some reason, people don't want to be pro-black. They don't want to be black. Okay, fine, but don't bring that over here. We want to be pro-black. We want to be black. Why you don't want us to be black? We want to be black. We're not like you. We're not sellouts. We have not sold our people out. We're not conservative. We're not sellouts. We want to be black. Stop coming over here acting as if we don't want to be black, acting as if it's okay for you to try to get us to sell out. It's not okay. And how about respecting my platform? I'm gonna start throwing people. I'm gonna start throwing people two ways from Sunday. I don't want to do that, but some people, they push your hand. Okay, they push your hand. Some people come. I notice that they come and they game your trust just so they can do something crazy to you. I ran into a few of those black people too. They come to get close to you just so they can do something to you. That's negative towards you. I don't know what that is, but that's what I've experienced here on social media. I'm not sure what kind of black people are those, but I'm having a little fun here. Um, studying psychology because there's so many issues that I've ran into of black folks with mental problems. They got to be mental problems. They have to be. And then, and then, yeah, you know what? And the thing about it is, I was put in a situation to where I did something I would never do because I thought I can trust somebody, and because she don't have a problem with white people, okay, it's okay to put that stuff on this pro-black platform. So that means that she don't respect the pro-black platform. Because if we were really cool like that and you really respected me, you wouldn't have put that on this channel. See, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go to somebody's channel if you are. Well, I wouldn't go to a pro-white channel at all. So, but if I went to a channel and I knew a person that was a conservative, I wouldn't come on their channel and promote pro-blackness because I know that they're against that. That would be disrespecting their platform. Okay, I wouldn't do that. I respect people's platform regardless of how I feel about them. And if I really don't like your platform, I just I won't go on it. I'll stay away from it. Like this platforms, I would never go on. Okay, I don't go to somebody else's platform and try to disrespect what their platform stands for, and then try to blame them for it. So, like I said, we got the video on private. We'll trim it out. If we can't trim it out, we'll kill the whole video because we're not going to have a video on this channel that promotes swirling or promote what white men are doing for black women and so forth, whatever. We're not going to have that. Not on this channel. Not one video. And so everything that has happened to me on this in this area in this space, it has all been done by black people. And now I guess you would say, well, damn, Max, you still pro-black and black people are giving you the middle finger and the ass to kiss? Yeah, I'm still pro-black. I'm never not going to be pro-black. It's who I am. It's not a movement or a phase. It's what I am. I'm never going to change. I'm never going to hate my people, but I'm going to be cautious. You know, I've been a little bit too trusting, and I've been getting picked off. You know, I've been the butt of people's jokes and their little antics, and they think it's funny. Like my man said in the movie, "Not no more." The day the Geechee is gone. And you know what? And some people really got some goddamn nerve, though. They really do. You understand what I'm saying? You want to take your raggedy ass beliefs somewhere? Well, take them where they're welcome. Take them where they're accepted. Don't bring them over here. If you believe in all that, then stay in those areas to where they believe what you believe. We're not conservative. I don't even understand why conservative people even come over here. I don't mind you coming over here and talking and saying what you got to say, but I don't get it. Like, what do we don't have anything in common? I mean, if you want to talk about topics or whatever, that's fine. But understand something: if you come over here with that conservative jargon, you will be challenged because we're not going to let you get away with that. We're not going to let you promote any kind of hatred towards black people and get away with it. We're just not going to do that. I'm not going to sit up here and let you say black on black crime. I'm not going to sit up here and let you say that young black boys are predators. We're not going to let you say none of that. We're not going to let you get away with any of that Candace Owens, Larry Elder, Jesse Lee Peterson, sellout conservative crap. Not going to get away with any of that. Not over here. So, if you're looking for a soft spot, I suggest you either stay on your own channel or go to channels to where they are like-minded and agree with you. Go to where the sellouts hang out at. Bernard has a very popular sellout channel. Bernard Rally, go over there. Got plenty of sellouts for you over there. But we don't do that over here. There's no selling out over here. And I understand, and here's what really bothers me the most. I wouldn't say bother me, but it gives me a lot of pause. With those of you who just hate being black and don't want to have anything to do with being black. I've never seen so much hatred and so much vitriol. Like, yeah, you pro-black. You may as well be the bubonic plague. I'm serious, man. They are so hell-bent on destroying blackness that they don't care who they hurt in the process. Now, I've been watching some of the channels. Oh yeah, I heard about RBR. I heard he got a strike. He got put down for 7 days. Hey, he'll be back with his crazy way. He a nutcase too. Now, BMT was saying something earlier on Conscious Morons channel, right? He was saying something about um, a bum, right? He said something about if he saw a guy that's dressed like a bum, he wouldn't talk to him, he wouldn't do anything to him, do anything with him. I said, well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't care what the person looks like or what the person is wearing. To me, it's about the information. If you got information I can use, I want it. I don't care if you're a homeless man or a person that lives in a penthouse. If you have information that I can use, I want that information. And I notice the creation of bad channels and bad people. I've been witnessing the new creation of bad people who are going to sit there and have these negative channels towards black people. And you know who's setting them up, help setting them up? Now I'm starting to watch how these guys get created. Okay? I'm watching a black woman mold a black dude to be a black woman hater. I watched that today. And she doesn't realize that that's what she's doing. Telling him that your channel gonna blow up. Telling him that, you got to make sure you say what's on your mind if you feel this way. If women do this, if women do that, make sure you call it out. She creating another black man. She created another black, female hater. Just keep trying to tell you guys, man, like Kevin Samuels and Tommy Sotomayor, they were made by black women. Now you got another black woman making another one. I was watching it this morning. Y'all gonna get enough of making these dudes. You're gonna get enough. So look out. You're gonna see another dude on the rise hating black women. He being groomed. I was watching it this morning. Google must pay. Oh yeah. RBR. So I just wanted to come on here. I didn't really have a show schedule. I'm supposed to do my gent culture today, but I'm a little under the weather. But I wanted to make sure you guys understood where we stand. We are pro-black, okay? And we're not a channel that promotes swirling. Okay? We don't promote swirling of any kind. We don't promote white folks. Now I understand some of y'all hate that. But I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna be as cool as I'm not gonna be, excuse me. Yeah. Kevin, I was watching that this morning. You know? Grooming this guy to be another black woman hater. Man. You got people talking about we need more white people to change the algorithm. But I only came on here for a few minutes, y'all. Not going to stay very long because I just wanted to get some things straight about this space. It's a pro black space. It's also a pro black woman space. It's not a place where you can come and get your swirl on. We don't do that. It's not a place where you can come and praise white men. We don't do that. Or white women. Sorry about that, y'all. I got a little bit of a cold. We don't praise white folks on this channel. And I understand some of you, well, that's what y'all do. But do that on your channel. Do that on other channels to where they're comfortable with that. Don't do that here. We're not. Don't disrespect us. Okay. If you don't respect our platform, just stay away from it. There's plenty of other platforms you can go to that's ripe for selling out. You can go take your behind over there with the rest of the sellouts. Okay, don't come over here and try to disrupt what we're doing. Okay, and bringing that shit over here and trying to convert us and try to taint what we are and taint who we are. Okay, we're not on it like that. It's unfortunate that we have a lot of brothers and sisters who are. Okay, it's unfortunate, but if that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. That's not what we want to do. That's what I'm asking. I'm not telling you to stop swirling. I'm not telling you to stop praising white people and licking boots. You can lick all of the boots you want. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Just don't bring your boot licking over here. We don't lick boots over here. Okay? Our favorite icy flavor isn't black shoe polish. Okay? We don't lick boots over here. Take your boot licking. Take your boot licking over to the areas where they're comfortable with licking boots. We don't do that over here. Okay? We don't do the Candace Owens thing over here either. Or the Larry Elder thing, or the Jesse Lee Peterson thing, or the ABL thing. Okay? Go to those spaces. Don't come over here with that shit. It's like, you know what it is? It's like somebody want to take the last thread of who we are and want to take it away from us because they are into multicultural this and multicultural that, right? And they can't see the fact that they should just be with their own race. And that's okay. A lot of people can't. But we can. Me and the Lady Knight, we can. And with that being said, I'm gonna bring the Lady Knight in and she's gonna say a little something, then we're gonna get out of here. Then come on in here.
All right. Yeah.
Speak your mind, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, don't get confused that yes, we do have people that swirl that come in our channel. They keep their business to themselves, and
Mm-hmm.
they only comment if we bringing that topic up. They don't tell us. Well, we got a troll that tells us, but we kick him out. But as for everybody else, they keep their business to themselves pretty much. They know we're a pro-black channel. And we do have a few white people come in, but they know they're coming into a pro-black space. They're gonna hear some stuff they don't like, and quite a few of them have. We ain't changed. Max ain't changed. That's why they don't stay, because they don't like what they hear, or they can't handle the truth. That's why that's why you don't want white people in pro black spaces. If you feel like, oh, we can't say this because we're gonna hurt their feelings. No, we don't care. Hmm.
And
So,
then and then to come over here and say, well, you don't have a problem with white people. Okay, but we do though. Respect the fact that we do. That's what the problem is. You don't respect our platform. We do have a problem with white folks. Go ahead, Dan.
hmm. Yeah, yeah, and they don't come in. They know better than to come in here and try to press their agenda unless they plan on vigorously defending their position, and understand that we're not coons. We're not accepting anything. We're not correcting ourselves. We're not. We said what we said. We meant it. We don't care if your feelings get hurt. Hmm. And if you can't handle that, this is not the space for you. We don't
Right.
encourage them, but we don't discourage them. Once they hear and they see how we're about, they know this is not the spot for them and they move on.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them come because of the topics we're talking about and they want to debate, discuss the topic. That's cool as long as they know what they're dealing with. But that don't mean that we're gonna promote it. We don't want to promote anything that promotes that swirling. In this case, swirling. Yes.
Okay, is that it?
As let it rip. All right. Peace,
Okay,
power, and
so
unity, everyone.
wait.
Mm-hmm.
Gauge the chat. See what they're saying in the chat and see if we can answer a question or two before we get out of here.
Okay. All right. Kev Powerful said, I'm just pushing the black folks to do better and be better.
Yeah, I'm cool with that too, Kev.
Mm-hmm.
Pushing black folk, and I try not to, restrict black folks. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's some black folks that I don't agree with, but I let them come on the platform and talk. See if we can have some dialogue. You and I, Kevin, we have disagreed on some things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I I hate it when they go too far and they disrespect you. Everybody that knows me and they know that we are super pro black. My name is Maximum Black for crying out loud, y'all. If that don't tell you how hardcore black I am, you ain't paying attention. Okay? My name is Maximum Black. Okay? I'm hardcore pro black. I'm not going to promote swirling on my channel. I'm not going to promote white men doing things for black women. That would be a slap in my face. Why would I do that? Everybody that knows me knows I'm hardcore pro black. And people, and what took place last night, it was disrespect. It was someone that don't have any regard for what this platform stands for. Okay. But like I said, we'll take care of that video. If we can't trim it out, we're going to kill the video altogether and then we'll do something else. But there will be no videos on this platform promoting white folks or swirling in any way or conservatism. We don't promote that crap either. Okay? What else is going on in the chat there?
Let's see. Well, before he started laughing, Kev was like, right, some mixed folks look for acceptance and they have issues with it. Their parents are and our grandparents are the problem.
I can agree with that. I can
Yeah.
agree with that. But then again, you get to the point where it's all on you. Like some people are still talking about what happened in their childhood at the age of 40 some years old. 30 plus years old. Come on, man. At 30 some years old, you should have a strong grasp of what's right and wrong in this world. And you can choose to do different. I'm not going to believe you when you say, well, I'm 35 now. The reason why I keep doing the same fucked up shit is because, that's what's in my childhood. That's bullshit. You can choose to do better. You can choose to be a better person. Okay? People want to just keep hiding on their childhood. You know, I would agree with that. Go ahead, Dan.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. If you hadn't learned from it and moved on from it, then you got some issues. You need some help to help you get through that. And you
All
got
right, anything else in the chat?
just King Ladarius going fire. I could back
Mm-hmm.
up a little bit, but it's from what you was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
We might do a little live tonight, y'all, a little late night, Ron. You know, we don't know yet, but we might hang out tonight to the wee hours in the morning. We might do something else, tonight. We might do a conversation with Lady Dame. It depends on how we feel. We might do a little hot topic tonight. All right, y'all? All
All
right,
right,
then get the music queued up. Let's get on out of here.
all
All
right,
right, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming in for this little impromptu um, show. It wasn't scheduled, but I had to get something off my chest about last night at Ladies' Night. Okay, and clear the air about what kind of channel this is. All right, then, you ready?